Hey everyone, how is it going? We are back! My first stream of the season, joined by my ever faithful co-caster, the Mighty Fool.
So faithful. Crazy.
We are here to stream some Executive League content for you. We've had financial, we've had commercial, we've had economy, and we're coming at you with the spec. We've got Past Prime from last season, but almost undefeated in regular, and losing to Gritty for God for real in the playoffs. However,
Makes sense.
they are going up against some former executive champions. Now, as a former executive champion yourself, Mighty, what can you tell me about this big dog roster?
Wait, I am? All right, I can tell you something. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I can tell you some things about this big dog roster, okay? If I am playing against this team, I'm scared of two things, okay? First one, very simple, Bondi's height. He's a towering giant of a man, and it is honestly a little bit disconcerting. Second thing, Arthur Dent in the top lane, really just a monster. I mean, this is somebody that can play just about every play style you can think of. Really, everything's in the wheelhouse. Some things are a little hit or miss, but, you know, just a very solid gamer. Looks like we are rolling into the draft already.
We are. I have moved us on over there. Some seemingly bot lane targeted bans going targeted at Mr. I believe, actually... Oh no, Arthur is in the top lane. I saw a version of this roster where Arthur Dent was playing support, which, if you are new to the low-budget LCS, Arthur Dent is our resident Gragas top 1 trick, or at least that's how I like to refer to him.
Very true.
But it does look like those bans in particular are going to be targeted at Bondi. A long face here in the low-budget LCS. Meanwhile, on the other side, I think those are some pretty generic, good bands. Maokai very strong. TF, we've been seeing AD ADC, TF mid strong. The global map
It's
presence.
a huge flex. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Bard ban as well. I think that's kind of like a niche idea, but my imagination for the playstyle, that's good. Okay. That's
Going
a big pick.
Straight for Smolder.
And this is interesting because there's a lot of different Smolder builds, and I'm not really sure what the best is. And what better place than the enlightened, elevated executive league to figure out which Smolder build to go?
Yeah, definitely watch the executive league for your builds. They're not gonna troll, I promise you. Oh my goodness, it's my one trick.
Yep, there we go.
By coming out the gates, you love to see it.
This is what I was getting at with the Bard ban. I think it's really, really good to get that kind of disruptive peel support out of the pool against this team because they're gonna want to be in your face.
Sure. Yeah. And oh boy, Smolder very mobile as an AD. I don't know how much you played against Smolder. He can flap his wings and run away quite effectively. But Vi obviously pretty down there. Interesting to see the Gragas was left up and not immediately blinded.
I think they can R3 it.
Yeah.
I think it's safe. Yeah. I also really like the Senna. I think that one of the biggest merits to picking Smolder is that later game scaling, getting those stacks, and kind of being a monster. As you're saying, very safe and mobile, especially in those early game fights, able to get away from danger. Probably not dishing as much damage as a lot of other AD carries, but still serviceable. But in the late game, Smolder's terrifying. And Senna can do a lot of the same things, but keeps the door open to a pretty big variety and a lot of versatility in those bot lane picks.
Yeah. Absolutely. Lots of versatility going to be there. You have options. Cho Senna, your Tom Senna. You can run double ADC. Very exciting to see. There's also, I wonder if we're going to see any double support items. That could be quite interesting. I don't know if you've seen any of that.
It's kind of died down. There's the Gragas R3.
There it is. Okay, listen. If I am a betting man, which I am not this game because I will be setting up the prediction, I see Arthur Dent's Gragas, I throw my wallet.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
Agree. I don't really see it as ever being a flex either. This is just 100% Arthur's pick.
Yeah, it's his signature. It's like if I saw Arthur Dent's signature, if I was like cashier him at a store, and you'd know it was him, right? I would expect there to be a little drawing of Gragas.
You can't miss him. 4 miles away, you can still see this guy. Just the height is towering figure, you know.
All right, Casante ban, Camille ban. We're looking at getting stuff out for that top matchup, so they don't think it's Gragas top.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by this.
Oh no. God,
it could be. I guess a Camille like bot. Yeah, that I don't know if that's good. I really don't know if that's good.
I've seen it. It functions and it's disgusting.
Well, the funny thing is, Incline is like a top player from previous seasons, right? Ari Ben, okay. Ari Ben confirmed going to be the last one there.
TK, could be taken away.
Kench, yeah, I like that.
Hello, Sammy Two Slap. It's good to see you.
Oh boy, the crooked witch doctor arrives.
Listen, I've been on record. Sammy is promised as having said, the count is back. So
I've heard.
What happens when we get in game?
Yeah, listen, I've been in touch, but not gonna.
Yeah, Braum gonna be the pickup here. So, do you think this is farming Braum, or do you think this is just normal farming Senna?
I think this is kind of bad. That's what I think.
Hot takes from the season 4 executive champion.
Yeah, definitely me. Is that real?
You have the role.
I think I did. I don't remember.
I don't know. Like you'd know better than I would if you won it.
This is a long time ago, man. With a bunch of randoms, like Boggle Guy and somebody else. I think F Dingus maybe.
Oh, Dingo Man.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see how I would have won a season with F Dingus, but anything could happen.
Dingo Man and his 4 little helper boys is one of my all-time favorite. Also, where is Little Robot Man? Where is
That's a great question. I feel like it's not a LBLCS stream with us without Little Robot Man.
Yeah,
just fact. Ew, dude. Ew. Azir. Ew.
Azir Poppy, nonetheless.
What a boring way to round out their draft.
Charge slam the enemy mid laner. So, have to see. Hui just going to be picked up. Not that mobile. I was expecting something very slippery to come out, given the Poppy Azir is likely going to be playing aggressively around. But
I'm gonna be straight up. I think that's terrible. But I like a control, like distance, long range character to be in the backline with Senna with this front line that they're built. With the Braum pick, they can kind of outrange the Smolder, which I think is one of the better ways to beat the champion. You either just dive him and kill him, which is kind of hard, or you just outrange him.
Yep.
I think.
I'm the guy with the first waffle of the season. Oh, I owe someone a waffle too.
Oh, do you remember who?
I have it written down. I genuinely didn't have it.
Your eyes closed.
We'll have to see.
See if they show up. They have to come to claim it, right?
Oh, I don't waffle can on craft yet, so we're gonna go right on over to the waffle can for a moment. Glorious. I'm getting a lot.
Just gonna deliver something to chat here. You guys can use that as you see fit.
Then I will go ahead and put up Diction.
All right, so I'm gonna look at this for a second and I'm gonna think about it, right? And then I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking. Yeah, all right. I think Big Dog has a slight draft edge. And I don't like their comp. I don't.
So
but I think
like past Prime's comp even less.
No, I like their comp more. I just think that the comfort picks that I recognize for Big Dog's draft make a lot of sense to me. And I think that is going to elevate their ability to perform with these characters. Now, I'm saying that with a lot less knowledge of past Prime and what their comfort, what their kind of potential is. I know that they've performed in past seasons, and I've watched some of their games. I'm just not sure about this lineup of champions that I'm seeing. Because a lot of this is new stuff. The Smolder here, the new items. So I'm interested to see what they bring to the table. I see a lot of scaling. I'm not sure that they have, other than like the Viego Rakan, that many really clean ways to get into fights.
Yeah, it is a wee bit tough.
I'd say overall, I'm gonna give Big Dog my vote of confidence here. What do you think?
Ooh, that is a tough one there, Chief. I'd say
Oh
I'm just
no.
gonna be contrarian, and I'm gonna say Pass Prime.
Okay. I think there's plenty of merits to that. I just saw Boss Man Pretoria telling me to stop thinking in the chat, and I think he's right. Wait, I don't think he's. Do I think he's right? This is a dangerous proposition. The last time I thought about anything, we got in trouble. So
Yeah, that was a fun time. For any of you who don't know, go ahead and go to the Low Budget
no,
LCS
no,
YouTube
no,
channel.
no.
Search up Schmecklegate. Okay.
Guys, you really don't need to. That wasn't at all what I meant. You know, it's something different. It's something else.
Yeah.
That might have been. Was that a different guy? Did someone else like come on here? I think maybe that there was someone else. You know, that was probably Evdingus's fault actually, and I wasn't there.
Could be. It's not like we have video evidence.
That's just how I remember it, man. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Well, let's go ahead and let us take a look here at some wonderful work done by a member of our content team, Eco, who prepared slides, if you haven't seen them, for all of the Executive League. But I just pulled the two here for Past Prime and for Big Dog. Past Prime had a great regular season last time, so they're very strong, clearly, but they ultimately were not able to, pull it out in the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm with it. I heard a beep though.
Yeah. I've got a waffle to do.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm reading this, and it looks like a lot of what we said about the previous season, the final or the semifinal against Gritty for God.
Yeah.
I guess this makes sense with the Bard ban now. Things are coming together.
Yeah. Oh, I really actually don't this waffle. Oh,
it's gonna have to be freehand.
Just trying to put it on.
I don't know, man. Get some paper towels. Those always work. That waffle maker's hot.
Yeah,
Cuisinart Belgian double flip.
Yes, so
Ultra
for those
Omega
of you who
waffle
don't know,
maker.
this is the Cuisinart Belgian flip double round waffle maker. Can produce a waffle every 90 seconds when it's really going. Have a fine specimen. And I will go ahead and actually load up your next waffle that I owe you.
Careful with that, man. It's hot.
There. You're hot.
Do we have fillings? Toppings?
Woo!
What do we got?
I could go get some chocolate chips, but I ended up having to do more work today than I thought. So I did.
Oh, it's okay. I always get pumped with the toppings and the fillings and stuff.
Oh, we're going in game, aren't we?
Yeah, it's loading.
Woo! We are tearing through this today.
Yeah, we can jump back and forth to the PowerPoint as well to like meet up with the mid-season or mid-series lulls, like.
All right, Papa Leo, I hear what you're saying. More waffle batter. However, have you considered bold nut to respray? The secret to that is including enough oil in your waffle batter, particularly butter, because it both makes it taste better and helps you with the lubrication.
More butter, more better.
More butter. Everything's better with butter. I'm using the waffle batter scoop that came with the waffle. So we are in game and we are at 14,
What's up,
15,
my friend?
16, 17. It is good to see you. I have escaped from a real nightmare.
Yes, you have. Welcome back, man.
Woo! Are you at the to 30, 31, 32,
31.
33?
Yes, sir.
And we're going to see a little bit of a butt tuck here from
He's
the
so
side
good.
of Big Dog.
This is scary. They're gonna wrap in. Smolder's in trouble if he's on the wrong side of this bush.
Yeah.
Come on, Incline.
Smolder,
Hit one. Hit one.
I get seen is not going to get tagged there by the Winter's Bite.
He misses it. This is the kind of team too that will rib you a little bit, you know. Like these guys will, they'll joke around, you know. So I'm sure they're not letting him. They're not going easy after that cue.
Yeah, I did get some secret information that I will be able to. But they said it would have to be like 15 and 20 minutes. So I'll let you know when we get there.
Okay. Oddly specific. I'm extremely curious.
On that front. Yeah, well, you know, I gotta keep things.
Yeah, no, that's a little spicy. I like the excitement there.
Yeah, super excited for this matchup. It looks like we're gonna have junglers starting opposite sides. Viego
that's spicy as well.
Actually starting the chicken, which perhaps is signaling that Viego wants to go for something either aggressive or accelerated. So chicken start could mean you're looking for skill level 2 gank on the mid lane, or is he just going to invade?
I think it's an invade. And I kind of like this move because Vi might have been looking to get an early start onto this Smolder, and this is going to set Vi back super hard.
Yeah, Vi Kare Season 2 Executive Champion, for those of you who track, is seemingly pathing for the full clear. He's going to be on Vision here. So...
I didn't even notice the word. That's so clever. So they're fully aware of exactly what they're getting out of this.
Yeah. They know what's happening here, and it does not seem like Kade has an idea that this will happen. So likely what's going to happen is either they're going to meet at Wolves, but probably Viego's just going to have a nice gank timer here on mid and or bot. And not much else.
Yeah, and I like how Viego's playing this because one of the better things you can do with Viego is just get accelerated like that. Go and pick up all your farm, get an invade off this clean and even escaping a fight and just get ahead. Vi is going to go straight bottom though, kind of aware of what's going on. Got spotted out, so not much going to come of it, but Arthur is getting smacked around, by the way, in the top lane. Kind of haven't been, we've just been popping up there a little bit, but this is looking kind of painful. I think the Poppy pick paying off. That was a later draft pick.
Yeah. I don't know what Puppies if 1995 wants me to say, but
say the thing.
I don't know what the.
I mean, I'd probably have to think about it, but I've been informed that that's a bad idea. So
Cast or compliment for Sammy Two Slap. Sammy Two Slap, you are the most benevolent mythical beast kidnapper I have ever met. The Count said that while he was initially scared waking up inside of a jar, he appreciated that you did not actually hurt him in any meaningful way.
But not that he could. I mean, the Count.
True. But, you know, I think standard vampire rules still apply. So.
Oh, like stake through the heart kind of thing? Yeah, that's
good.
Actually, I didn't think.
Running water.
And Sammy, as I've heard, is an expert in anatomy. So. Perhaps
a surgeon, maybe.
Perhaps. These are unsubstantiated rumors.
I
don't know.
Yeah.
Man, I'm looking at this jungle CS and I'm feeling some pain. It's like a proxy pain, you know?
Yeah, Pluckin' Penguin didn't actually end up really for the gank time. Ooh, Flash Q is going to be able to find it. A Wolf Scroll Rider there. Immediately going to be forced to flash away. Both suns burn on this dragon. Really nice to see. So,
this is what you do.
Thing that you do is you go AP to start. You get that Durance ring because your Fireball, which I think is his W,
yes,
is huge and deals way too much damage.
Well, and the other thing is it's faster Q stacking because you can get the backline low enough after like level 3 and a little AP or level 5 and a little AP, I think, or just one shot Q the backline. Ooh, this is spicy.
Gonna be going in here, throwing that Braum shield out. think that was
And those
mostly
trades are
just
kind of hard to
looking-
lose. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just that kind of situation where both lanes are trying to scale. They went for the gank and got a lot, but I don't know that they're able to capitalize without the regank.
Yeah, so interestingly here, Grubs have just spawned one of the newer objectives. Vi does not have priority in mid or top, but is still looking to contest here, so we're going to have to see what happens. Looks like Happy Dream wasn't able to get the prio there, but Kade going pretty low.
Oh.
Happy Dream going to be stunned up, forced to use that flash. Bob Timer here as well. Arthur Dent not near Y. Flash slammed into the wall. First blood goes over to Bob Timer.
What a clean play, and Bob
Loki's gonna
Timer.
get stunned up. We're going to have to see if that turns in.
Yeah, I don't know that we're gonna see any kills down here, TB2. Kind of
I believe.
this is a snooze fest bot lane. I'm hoping for it. I mean, I want to see it, but
You know the Smolder tech? Smolder's in it?
there's a
Ooh,
tech.
Incline, speaking of it! Oh
Yes,
my
Caster
god!
Curse, let's go.
Oh, big Caster Curse. Meanwhile, Shadow Vision
Another one mid.
Killing the mid lane onto Happy Dream. Dream of Shuffle not really even needed, just a final nail in the coffin of this artist. And
Kind of
so
falling
far,
apart for Big Dog.
yeah, things are looking pretty past prime favor.
The other thing is, we were expecting a lot from this Gragas pick, but so far, Bob Timer kind of neutralizing pretty well. Not up a substantial amount of CS, but just making sure that Arthur's uncomfortable in the lane. Speaking of, though, Arthur is going to walk down the river, stop these new little, what are they called?
Grubs.
I'm not a jungler. I don't pay attention to this stuff. Yeah, grubby boys.
So, yeah, this time has priority in mid and top. Kade able to force Pluck and Penguin off the grubs. However, for junglers, one of the more important things about grubs is going to be. So, your first grub gives you a much larger amount of experience than the other two grubs. And that goes for each time the grubs spawn. There's 2 spawns of grubs.
Nice. Okay.
So
I had no idea.
If each jungler gets 1 grub, that is ideal for both junglers. So if you can deny all 3, it's really good. But if each jungler gets some, neither jungler is getting a significant advantage out of that.
Happy Dream really getting kind of a rough time out of this lane now.
Yeah.
I think the other thing is denial, right? Because the buffs come in at like 5 or 6 grubs, right?
Yes.
The major buffs.
So you want to deny at least 2 grubs, which Kade was able to do there. Fucking Penguin down 1. So if Kade's team, Big Dog, get the next 3 grubs, they will spawn the little grublings whenever they hit towers. That's the main point. It helps pressure. Ooh, we're going to see the ultimate here in the top lane, but Bob Timer going to be able to using the no dash mechanic. Kade is
that was
going
crazy.
to miss the charge, but Arthur's going to go for the dive. Body Slam's going to hit, and 1 more barrel will do it. Arthur cooks the tower, but uses the W for a little bit of damage and gets out.
So Arthur was actually able to E there without dashing, right? And didn't get knocked up?
Yeah, I'm not sure if, like, because the hitbox was on top, he, like, got stopped, but the other stop
The
also
knock
went
up
through, so
still
it was
goes
kind
up?
of neutral.
Yeah.
If anyone
That was
knows
crazy.
how that interaction goes, do let us know.
I think he did get knocked up, but he was just so close that the knock up went both ways. Oh,
Happy
mid
Dream
lane.
Gonna have to be careful. This is W, but perhaps in the wrong way. Fear gonna be used with the Pluck and Penguin, but there's nowhere for you to go. The ultimate gonna be used. That's gonna be a
Nice job. And reganking, very smart, definitely putting the punish down. And one of the better places to get these kills kind of rolling, even though it's been split between mid and jungle, Azir is still getting accelerated here. Very big for the team.
If you can get a late game carry like an here fed early, it is going to do wonders for what you're able to accomplish.
Yeah, I like this as well.
Ultimates drop. Bondi and Incline going incredibly low here off of that, but Smolder will be stunned up. His body puts down the damage. Ultimately, it's just going to be a really good trade here. Now we're going to see a little bit of counterplay on the mid lane, but a Shurima Shuffle is going to take him to safety.
Yeah, kind of sad that Kade didn't get the ultimate off before getting knocked away there. Would have been unstoppable, by the way. But
yeah. Yeah, pro tip, use Vi ult. If, like, one of my favorite things is to use it. Ooh, we're going to see a little bit of engagement from Loki here. Lots of damage going down, but Incline is going to be able to use the shield. Okay, good for now.
Already some intel here about this bot lane, by the way. One of the Smolder builds that's popular is to go actually a ton of AP.
Yes.
And I think we're already not doing that. because this looks like Essence Reaver first item coming from Wolf
Ooh,
Skull Rider.
Flash Ultimate is going to come out here from Arthur Dent, but Bob Timer going to be able to use his big old body to zoom on out of turret range. Some really nice mechanics happening, but another body slam and another Q. And that is what we expect from Arthur's Gragas. Now Incline going to be incredibly low under the tower, looking to save Bondi, sacrifices himself. Oh, that was a beautiful moment of brotherhood.
It's tough out here for supports. I know what happens. It's
now,
painful.
I will say, even though Happy Dream has had a lot of pressure put on him here in lane, he is doing
Great
quite a
CS.
good job. Yes, keeping up in this CS. Very impressive.
Yeah. And I think across the board, the only place they're really getting punished is that jungle. And you're expecting that to a degree because it is Viego farming. But that early invade, I think, taking its toll at this point. And Kade's been trying to put the pressure on with the ganks. But the place that has been the most impacted so far has been that mid lane, as you're saying. So, Fucking Penguin, I think I got to give a major edge to in this early game.
Yeah, really great pathing, really great thinking here. Are going to see Vi and Gragas. And start this up. Fucking Penguin looking to take one away, but Kade was able to hit that smite. They're going to leave, though, as Azir is showing up. They also have intel. Loki has arrived. So that is yet again going to mean some grubs for each team. Neither team is going to hit that 5 grub break point, but each jungler is going to get a chunk of experience. And in fact, you actually see Viego just take the 1 of it.
Yep, no grublings. Sorry. It's just how it's going to be.
My favorite thing with the grublings is they proc, even when your damage over time is still proccing on a turret after you act. Sometimes you'll just get a couple little grublings spawn in your face.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
They just run with the minions?
Well, yeah, but they also die over time. So
Oh, they just despawn before they go anywhere. That's so sad. They're just like, wasted.
Bad little grubs. Anyway. Yeah, so far, 2K up, past Prime, mostly on the back of making Plucking Penguin be generating that. I'm very, very well here for Rider. However, we are seeing a glimmer of hope in Arthur Dent's Gragas.
Yeah, absolutely. And he doesn't get knocked up. That's a confirmation right there, right?
Yeah.
I think we just saw it, yeah. So, Dent playing really, really well up there. And up CS now, I think that lane should be kind of hard. It was definitely hard in the early levels. Arthur making it look easy.
Yeah. Papa Leo, there are no waffles in right now. So no waffles are free. Ooh,
I appreciate the concern.
Trouble here. Happy Dream now that I'm going to look as they brought
this is
4
scattered.
potentially to this play.
Here's a pinch.
Gonna be able to land.
Okay. Well played. They got the disengage. I thought maybe a pinch with Rakan, but it's kind of hard because Wolf Skull Rider's left alone.
Yeah.
So the right call to just go back to Drake.
Yeah, grouping around this Drake, it does look like Big Dog have decided, what? We know we're not quite as strong as you right now. We will just Drake. Hey. You know, so something interesting. Senna versus Molder. Both are stacking.
Yes. I think the scaling is better though for Smolder.
Well, it's hard to say.
Yeah, I haven't seen this matchup to be fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if Senna's out, it would be hard.
Arthur.
Yeah, lots of damage coming down here onto Bob Timer.
Oh, he didn't dodge it. I think if Arthur had flash there, he was flashing for the solo bolo. 100%.
100. What's that ult called? Super Verdict? Is that what it's called?
Poppy ult?
Yeah.
I want to say you're right. Nice.
Let me know if I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
Chat.
I just checked. Oh.
Oh, we're going to see a little bit of a shooting shuffle here in the mid lane. Happy Dream going to flash over, but it's going to be a lot of damage. Ultimate will miss, but a Q auto is going to go ahead and tag and Plucking Penguins.
Dude.
Another.
If I'm Happy Dream, I'm flaming my jungler, man. There's no way.
So, it is now 15 minutes, and I will say, oh no, wait. This was if ever gets caught. Okay, sorry, I can't say it yet. 5 more minutes.
Right. Yeah. Okay. 20 minutes then. Okay.
Yeah. 20 to 25 minutes was the time range I was given.
Okay.
Am I supposed to? Oh, we're gonna see a TP underneath this turret here. They're looking potentially for a dive, or maybe just to help take down the turret. That may live.
I just don't think they had the angle there.
It's gonna be used.
Arthur going for it again.
Take a good chunk of damage.
This one's different though. Yeah, there we go.
Here. That is gonna be a kill for. Is it supposed to be Cade? Kade?
I think it is Cade. I've heard Cade a lot.
Cade. But I like Kade because that like bounces better, you know?
Yeah. I don't think
Assault and Battery is gonna be available. Shadow Vision's gonna have to be careful, but not quite gonna be in range there.
Yeah, honestly, Vi is just going to be really, really good in the team fights with that ultimate at locking down the Smolder. So I don't think it's too crazy important that like there's a gold parity between the junglers, but it just kind of does feel bad right now.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to flash over. That's a beautiful Q flash hit. The Assault and Battery is going to mute the Shurima Shuffle, but Shadow Vision still able to get away. Plucking Penguin looking to do the damage on Arthur on the back end, forcing the ult out. Wolfskull Rider just able to find the fireball to seal the deal, and it was so beautiful, but it is disastrous for Big Dog as Arthur Dent is barely going to try and live. They're going to keep him alive, though. Incline is spinning his teammates over and over and over, but it is Past Prime who are showing up with the pressure.
That was the most feels bad like thing that could ever happen to Arthur. He was trying to join the fight, trying to get into there and save somebody, maybe knock out the Zir who was super low. Just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Plucking Penguin really put a lot of lockdown on, slows, the stuns, you know.
Yeah. Hey, didn't die though. Didn't die.
Oh no. Did anyone die?
Yeah. Cade died.
Oh, okay, dead. Yeah.
How many stacks does Smolder have?
We didn't see it. Chat, we didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. So Smolder currently has 173 stacks. While Bob Timer is going to go ahead and die, Bondi made their way up here to the top lane. Meanwhile, Bondi is sitting at 47 stacks. That's your back check. Ooh, gonna be spotted out here. Plucking Penguin is gonna look for the execute here on the Bondi. Bondi gonna be forced to flash over the wall.
Good movement.
Save. Fucking Penguin's gonna look for Cade.
Cade's a little lost. It's not your jungle anymore, dude.
Yeah, you don't really get to be here. Only a 3k gold lead, though. Not done by any means. And Shadow Vision's got one too many turret shots. They're gonna look to invade it. It goes forward. Assault and Battery not quite available just yet.
Yeah, I think a big factor as far as the comeback for Big Dogs.
That's part of it. Window shopping. Arthur Dent finds a pick, and now Wolfskull Rider is going to be the next person to force the run. Assault and Battery from the Gragas ultimate is going to find a huge pick for Big Dog in the mid lane.
Redemption right there. That's we didn't see the top one. It didn't happen, but even if we did, it's made up in full right there.
Yep, and they're going to go ahead and summon up that Rift Herald. Bondi went ahead and jumped on into it. If you ride it, you do more damage. You get rumblings that come out that help you tank the tower afterwards. They're going to be able to get mid-turret here. I think they're going to be able to get Dragon, and the gold is now a 1k difference.
Yeah, that turret from Poppy in the top side is going to make it balloon up just a little bit. But I actually think, overall good spot to be in for Big Dogs. Bondi got a lot of gold there. And I think that's super important because the better of the late game scaling champions for Big Dogs is going to be this Senna. Honestly, might be the best scaling champion in the game, depending on how you think of Smolder. So,
yeah, I don't, because range is kind of king, right? Oh, we're going to see a little bit of a dive here on the bot lane. A good Emperor's Divide, but Bondi's going to be able to snag that one up around the top lane. Arthur Dent will not succumb to counterplay.
Yeah, and them picking up this turret is going to even things up like 100%, right?
I mean, we'll have to see once it falls, but... Oh, this looks like they're trading turrets all across the map. Really good movement from both.
Oh, they got mid-turret.
Make this standing gold, yeah. That's going to be a good chunk of pressure actually being applied from Prime.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. And their early macro should... I mean, a lot of times you see teams transition that into the mid and late game. Late game is a whole different beast sometimes, but... Mid game, teams that perform well in that early game, especially in executive league, they tend to hold it together.
For sure, yeah. These players are, as they say, quite good.
Yeah, they're cracked. I dare say cracked.
I like saying cracker jacked.
Cracker jacked.
Mm-hmm. So, other interesting thing to note here, we're about 1.3, 1.4k gold lead, so pretty much the same from that last play. 2 Drakes to 1 Drake. Neither team really stacking them up just yet, but I do expect this game is potentially going to go pretty late. I'm struggling to see what they were going for with the right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was punished really well as a big part of this too, though. Definitely a lot of pressure coming through from Pluck and Penguin. And I want to say the utility is what we're looking for in these fights. Because at this point, you do have solid damage coming from the Senna. Oh, never mind. Solid damage.
On Wolf Skull Rider. And that is so much damage there onto the enemy 80 carry.
It was one skill shot away. Yeah, that's huge. If Wolf Skull Rider is going to take like 25, maybe 40 seconds to get back to this fight, depending on the movement.
Of engage going to be found there onto Loki, but Loki can be...
Yeah, looks good. I think they're chilling. It's going to come down to front to back, I think, in this fight as well. Or maybe a dent pick, but like we've been seeing.
Now, I do... With the issue for Big Dog is going that... Yes, you have the Vial to pick this over. However, Pass Prime not need Smolder to win. There is a lot of damage in the Poppy, there's a lot of damage in Diego, and there's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think Azir had a big lead in that early game, and it's kind of bled away a little bit, but not really in the ways you would think. I think the biggest problem that they're contending with is this Gragas. The Gragas is finding picks, getting engages into fights. And it is one of the problems we highlighted about this comp for Pass Prime. We're a little careful around this Baron dance. But they don't have a lot of easy ways into fights. I mean, Rakan is powerful for the engage. But committing to like a Shurima shuffle or something like that, kind of difficult. Poppy engage is, middling. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. And the other side of it is potent. You got Vi, right? We've got Gragas. Got a lot of ways to really isolate targets, get into fights that aren't easy to stop. And then we've got a range advantage. We've got the Senna Hui.
Yeah. The Hui is quite the artillery. And as we thought, if you get caught, I won't grab you. I actually recently just popped into practice because I have no idea what Hui does. He's got some jaws. He's got a fireball. His ult's a big circle.
Yeah. Big circle and it explodes or something.
Yeah, it does damage around. Do you want to spread out with your teammates?
Yeah. No, I think the Hui has kind of underrated utility. The damage definitely does come through, but those skill shots are kind of hit or miss. I think the better Hui players are identified by how they use that utility.
Sure. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
Looks like Smolder has reached enough stack.
Yeah.
Their stack check right now.
Yeah, we're seeing that execute bar.
35 stacks. Bondies.
In the 80s is okay. It's farming Senna, so it's going to be a bit lower than normal.
For sure.
Farming all game.
Oh, that's so interesting. Senna went opportunity.
I think it's good. Yeah.
I've heard the item's strong. I just haven't seen 80.
So I think a big part of it is that movement speed boost.
Okay, actually, we're going to see one shot onto the enemy's holder without the Assault and Battery committed. Oh, but a really, really good Keeper's Verdict's going to leave the rest of the Big Dog team out. Bob Timer going to flash in, but not able to find a charge to the wall. Happy Dream, however, going to flash out, and it looks like they are going to be able to claim the Mountain Drake before Cade can get back in there. Bob Timer running away, but the Assault and Battery is going to be able to find him. That is a small price to pay. You'll lose a couple members. You get your third Drake.
Yeah, I think the Drake is huge, and honestly, a big mistake in my mind that Big Dog didn't go and contest a little harder there. It was hard because of the positioning and really the members that were in position to do much were the most vulnerable, the Senna and the Hui.
Yeah.
Oh, we are going to see a little bit of problems for
Trying to
Incline.
hold against members of the enemy team wrong, so he.
That's a weird exhaust. I'm sorry. That's a weird exhaust.
A little bit of panic, maybe. Oh, that's a really good route there. Potentially set up. 6K now in the Baron. Five gonna go over the back.
Kid?
Smaller ulti thrown. Gonna do a chunk of damage. Oh! Shuffles coming back. Ult over the wall. One's gonna be down. Two's gonna be down. And it's absolute disaster for the side of Big Dog. Viego wants more. Viego doesn't want the objective. Viego wants the kills. The rest of the team's gonna pull him back in. They are gonna finish up this Baron Nasher past Prime. Showing that maybe that statement isn't all that true.
Yeah, it looks like Prime straight up right now. And to be honest, I want to say Big Dog might have been a little slow, a little indecisive. It got really, really punished. That Baron, it seemed like the right call in the moment, but they were taking it pretty slow. And past Prime were not slow getting up there.
Yeah, I think that is one of the issues with Senna and with this kind of build, perhaps. Not going to retain that. Meanwhile, in the other team, with Viego, with Azir, and with Smoother, we're going to be able to do a Baron takeoff faster. So, good plays, good moves here from past Prime. Not quite long enough death timer to get Dog.
Yeah, and really smart macro there. They were aware of exactly what the move would be for Big Dog. They went and countered it immediately.
Off rip. However, last fight we did see Wolf Skull Rider is horrible into this team as we getting one shot. We're gonna have to see that goes forward. Happy Dream gonna be in a little trouble here. Is gonna be stunned up. Tries to run away, but there's just too much damage. Fucking Penguin binding the Looper.
I can't help but feel that Hui was maybe not it. This game, that's a bit of the vibe I'm getting at this point.
Yeah. Ooh, Assault and Battery. He's going to be committing here on the fucking Penguin. Keeper's Verdict going to take the Braum out, and they're going to focus back onto Bondi. Bondi's going to be taken out, and Cade will be the next to fall. There's just so much lockdown with these three, while Smolder and Azir are pressuring standing.
Yeah, and that's a huge part of it, is that the team got split. Arthur isn't there. There's no Gragas ult protection. And Bondi immediately gets punished. First death of the game might be the last, because they are threatening the end with a Baron push here. Not even going to look for the soul. They just want to end it.
Got 3 inhibitors down. Baroned up waves marching in the base. One's going to be down. Execute going to be taken out. Bob Timer going to be brought back into the turret, but I'm not sure how much that will matter. Incline is going to be able to stay alive for now. Looks like maybe... Oh, Arthur goes to Wolf Skull Rider, forced to flash away, a little bit scared. You see the Viego in the back.
Oh, he's crazy!
The Chew from the behind is able to get the dragon, and now they're going to look for the route.
He's so crazy. He's chasing.
So, and it's Bob Timer.
Cade is holding the base. Bondi goes for the flash.
Oh, I love the lead client. Yes! The Penguin going to be taken down as well. They have a chance.
They're still in the game. It's a 5-1-3 Bondi. And, hey, I know I said it. I know I said maybe that's the last. I don't think Bondi is going to stay one death for the rest of this game. If they win or lose, I think we've got some more game ahead of us.
Yeah. The Nexus is up. The minion waves, not so much.
Yeah, that's a triple inhib. No Nexus turrets. They got to be sweeping the base, figuring out if they're getting backdoored. They've got a lot on their plate from here on out.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough one here. Goldleen has ballooned a little bit as well. 6,000. So, I mean, Azir has everything he could ever want. Smolder is a comfortable 800 or so up. Bondi.
Smolder's going Sonya's, which I really like at this point.
I don't like it because as an AD carry, I find it annoying when I'm trying to kill an AD carry and they go into stasis and I haven't hit tab. And why on earth does the enemy AD carry have a stopwatch, or in this case, a arm guard?
Because Riot decided to give a lot of AP scaling in places that maybe shouldn't be there. But you know.
Okay. Well, to
Yeah.
be fair, I will build Zanya's on like Jarvan. Got a little bit. So.
Yeah, but like Jarvan, it doesn't feel like you're doing damage with it. It just feels like it doesn't hurt you too much to
True.
do.
Oh, okay. Flash in. Cade gonna be looking. They are desperately trying to defend the base before these waves can get in. Unrelenting pressure. In the same way that they're not able to take Baron that quickly, their wave clear is not that fast. Cade gonna look. Assault Battery gonna be used for the backline. Senna ult going to be utilized as well, but there's just not enough damage. Bob Timer gonna go out. Bob Timer gonna find a quick little knockup with the Keeper's Verdict. And now Viego in the backline is going to be eviscerating the big dogs.
No penta.
That is going to be game 1 for Past Prime.
Yeah, and just really, really well played. I mean, they had control from the early game. They let go of a couple things throughout the game. You know, some really good plays from Arthur. Um, Definitely some solid team play as well. Didn't let the macro slip in the early game, but it was just a little too much for big dogs. And great first game of the series, I gotta say.
Yeah. Banana cinnamon waffle time? I don't think I have a
Ooh.
banana.
Banana topping would be awesome though, right? Like
Yeah,
that sounds
yeah. I
good.
can get bananas for next time. Past
Maybe
Prime
some
won that
cinnamon
game.
in the batter. Yeah.
Yeah, I could throw a little cinnamons
Cinnamons.
into the batter
That's a
there.
great idea.
So let's go ahead and go back and let's
Yes.
talk about where Big Dog do things differently for next time.
I
I
think
think I know what
my
you're going to say.
my first knock, I said it before, but that Hui pick didn't feel good. I know that there was probably some thought and maybe some preparation behind it. Um, but they just got punished for it. Uh, and it's nothing against how Happy Dream played it so much as it is vulnerable and they didn't really devote the resources to protecting it that maybe needed. So I don't want to see it.
Sure. Yeah. No way
Aside from
this time
that,
around. What would you rather see? Like,
yeah, aside from that, I mean, I liked a lot of their ideas. I like the Senna for Bondi. I don't really like Braum paired with it because, again, we were looking at the stacks throughout the game. It does hurt when you're Senna and you are at 80 stacks when Smolder's hitting his execute. You know, like
mhm.
that's just not really enough. So I kind of want to see an adaptation there. Maybe not even Bondi being off Senna, just a different bottom lane.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, and I wasn't able to say the thing because it didn't really come up. So we'll have to see it happens this next game. If it doesn't, go ahead and spoil the surprise.
Yeah, I'm like morbidly curious now. I gotta know. I
No,
don't even care
I
if
think
it's bad.
I've fallen for the fatal flaw where I've hyped it up too much.
Yeah.
Um,
Now
but
we gotta know.
I just have to lie in that bed and live with it. Papa Leo, waffles are a channel point bound thing. So if you want me to make a waffle, gotta
Yeah,
pony up
pay
the
up.
big schmecks. Okay.
Hmm.
The purpose of Waffle Cam is Schmeckle the inflation.
Yes, we need to take Schmeckles back from the people, which I have never done personally myself and would never do.
Never.
Um, but it is good for the Schmeckle economy. Part of this is how it works. Think of it like taxes, but less painful.
Yeah. I'm gonna on some lights.
Yeah, we need to brighten up this waffle cam. Yeah, I get you. I get you. Now, I think the other thing I want to see from this draft, I would say I don't think Vi was a bad pick. I just think Cade had a bad early game. So I
Yeah,
want to
well,
see Cade really shine on something.
I think
I don't
part
know
of
what
it
that's gonna be.
was due to the
The
really
early
good
invade?
pathing from Pluck and Penguin, and
Yeah.
also the early invade meant they didn't have the mentioned that they were on vision buff, allowed Viego to go for those.
Yeah, yeah. I think Viego played really smart and definitely shut that down. Um, I'm just not sure what I want to see as far as like the jungle adaptations here because I do think something little different might help. I got to think a little bit more about what Cade's pool is going to look like and how they want to do that. Um, did they line up in like reverse order? What's going on here?
Um, they could be switching things up. Not sure.
I mean, I don't think Loki's switching teams. Actually,
Oh
so.
yeah, no, they're just okay.
Yeah, they don't care. It's fine.
I'm a Vi Ego man myself. Like, do they have Vi brand Egos? No waffles are currently being made. Um, we are currently sans waffle activity. Are going to get into the draft. We're going to see Killer Man's right out the gate. Bard going to be a Seraphine. Oh, I need to switch.
Oh no, it's a pun. It's like Viego.
Uh,
Is that maybe I'm doing too
no,
dad
I
mode on
think that's right. That's
this.
Viego. Yeah, Viego.
Uh,
Oh man.
oh, Smolder ban. Big Dog have blue side, which is a change, and
Yeah.
they ban Smolder.
They're signaling they're
Interesting.
not quite comfortable playing it, or they don't have as high priority on it, but they
Well,
don't.
to note, okay, there it is. I was gonna say Maokai unbanned from Big Dog, but they had first pick, so potential first pick ideas there. It is hovered as a ban from Past Prime, and they ban it. Okay, makes sense. So we'll see what the first pick's gonna end up being. I don't think they go for like a Gragas rip. Maybe a bot lane pick here makes sense. I can't think of a prio jungler that they. I mean, maybe the first pick fire again. I don't know. Diego maybe take it away.
Yeah, I'm not.
Azir. Okay.
Azir.
Now
Okay.
I like it a little bit because Happy Dream had a rough game last game. Azir's super safe, but also definitely still fits that scaling control niche that I think Happy Dream's super happy to be in.
Yeah, Happy Dream. Gonna be happy here. Who won game one? Past Prime won game one, Mr. Celius. Um, Papa Leo just says, waffles! Waffles and Past Prime won game one. I agree. Waffles. Ooh, someone was saying we should play some music during championship. Now, I didn't have as much time to do stream prep as I wanted. I had to do work. But I do have a selection of things I have kept up. Yeah. One of which is this funky good time. So enjoy it. Oh, we got about champion. So previously, Cassandra was banned. The later rotations is going to be picked up early this time for Bob Timer. Argus as well is going to be banned for
Yeah, and Varus, I think another great option on this patch, but also it's interesting what you can do with that CC. I've seen Varus supports, which I think is maybe not what we're going to see this game, but just that ultimate utility, especially with the new ultimate haste items coming in.
Yeah, I think
there's a lot of weird ideas.
With the Varus, you usually see it paired with the Ashe, which pacifying himself at the end. So I'm not expecting it to be like a double ADC bot lane, but something that could happen. And we're going to see Xin Zhao going to come out here. Cade.
Is this is a big Cade pick? Is this like anti-synergy though?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, I mean, maybe there are anti-synergies that can occur, right? Spreading people versus grouping them. I do think you can use Xin Zhao Ultimate to knock people into a Zir wall. It's very challenging, but I do believe it's.
I just don't want to see like Gragas ult into a misshuffle or like something like that, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, if I do actually, hot take, I want to.
It would be funny.
It would be very
really
good.
funny.
It would be very good.
Talia is a giant brain pick against the 3 picks that we already see from Big Dog. Like,
yeah,
that seems very good.
Lots of movement denial here. Out, vision, shadows, and
Yeah, Poppy Jungle would like suck to go against at this point from Big Dog.
Yeah, it would be a lot of movement denial, which there's not a whole lot of movement denial in the game, so
Yeah,
impressive. Also, Senna will be banned away, as will Ezreal. So seemingly
Ezreal makes a
Pastime are
ton of
targeting,
sense.
yeah, very safe 80s.
Yeah, and I think Ezreal is just such a Bondi pick. I mean, like huge Bondi pick. I think of Bondi as like a Lucian Ezreal player a lot of time too. I know there's other things that like obviously Bondi's been in the league for forever. Probably played almost everything, but that those are the things that come to mind having played against him. So
We could see a Nami.
I think I'm more into Lucian Milio. I think it's super good.
I have
We'll
heard
see
that
though.
Nami, but only time will. They did
Nami's
ban
just
away the
kind of a
Poppy.
bait. Yeah. Oh, there's Viego.
Up. End of the composition. Big dog.
Yeah. I like the Viego. I think that they performed really well on it last game, and I don't think that much has changed. So good to see that come back. And one of the things, pro tip for you guys in chat that might be playing in the league or thinking about playing in the league, consistency in a series is important. If you've won on a comp in a previous game, don't be afraid to bring elements of it back in. You know, you don't need to keep everybody on their toes, throw them off game to game. Clever strategies are great, but so are tried and true strategies that you know have worked for you.
Yeah, and I think that here is the Viego.
Yeah, 100%. Big part of why they won in the last game. Leona, Jinx.
I haven't seen much
Okay,
Jinx this season.
this is
How is-
good.
How is Jinx?
This is good. Jinx
you like
is yeah, Jinx is fine. I don't think the items are exceptional for Jinx. I don't think there's anything that makes Jinx better than other champions, but I think given what we see from the draft, I like it.
Jinx
I think
is sitting at a 50.7% win rate right now overall.
yeah, I think she's fine. I like Renata though.
Oh my gosh, the tools that Past Prime have.
Mm-hmm. And again, I think that they have a difficult time getting into fights once again, but I don't think they care. I think they showed us last game that they're going to be able to make things work off of the back of a tank going in with Viego and whatever else they have to bring to the table, right? They're going to perform in the early game and they're going to pick the other team apart. That's their strategy. They don't need to have some clear like mechanism to get into a team fight. They're just going to get on top of objectives and play front to back. And Big Dog is the complete opposite. They have so many tools to get into a fight. It's crazy.
Oh, we need to.
But yeah, I think that the Jinx is a good pick, though. That's where I'm at with that in my head. I think that they have good tools to not only get into fights, but also disrupt fights. And I don't think they have that much to contend with as far as like Xin Zhao can keep targets off of Jinx. Gragasol can keep targets off of Jinx. Aziril can keep targets off of Jinx.
Thank God, he's here.
Is he here?
Man.
My God, it's beautiful. Not wrong.
Listen, man. I thought we were gonna miss you, so it's damn good you showed up. Tell you what.
What did I do?
All right, tell me your honest thoughts. Who is winning this game after game one, after the draft? Where are you at?
Arthur Dent showed that he can still play Gragas.
Well, no surprise there.
Fell apart a little bit in the jungle. And the lack of jungle pressure on the mid lane made it very challenging for Happy Dream to play.
Yes.
So, I think if Cade is able to get into a normal clearing sequence this game and affect the map early, like Xin Zhao wants to do, I think the game may be decided in the first 5-10 minutes. Because if Cade is able to operate or able to recover, I think that Big Dogs will take it, because I do think their comp is just so solid. I think Past Prime have a ton of tools to deal with them, but I think that they are a very reactive comp. Talia is there because Big Dog have some right? Renata is there because Big Dog have some dive. Now Diego, I would love to see that again. I'm expecting Plucking Penguin on it, so I'm not saying I'm like 95% sure Big Dog are going to win, but I'm going to give them the slight edge.
And I'm gonna add on top of that by saying I have seen Cade on Xinjiao, and I think this is one of Cade's better picks. So definitely we are looking to see that turnaround in the jungle from what we saw last game. But I think this is a champion that Cade will perform on.
And you would know as a Season 4 executive champion.
No idea what you're talking about. Absolutely no clue.
I mean, did you see what I put on the in-game slide for casters in order?
I will look when we're in game.
Okay,
is it casters in order of Season 4 executive championships?
Close to that, yeah.
Okay. Somehow I'm on top or something. This never happens.
Yeah, Mighty just winning, I guess. You're gonna win this season, right?
I'll be honest. I have won a couple seasons. I think I'll win this season too.
Oh, I was fighting words. Are you in financial?
Yeah, we already played our match. It was
won that, right?
Well, we won a game.
Oh.
Of the series. Yeah. It was close. It was close.
So
it was a really good series.
Game? Oh.
No, well, so the other games we did play already. How do I put this? They were close. They were pretty close.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
So the team that beat you is gonna win.
No, we're gonna win this season.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, I'm not scared. Yeah.
In any case, we have Pass Prime, Big Dog. It's do or die here for Big Dog in their first match of this season 12 of the Executive League. Sitting with two different groups, nonetheless. This is very exciting for me because normally Executive only has one group. So being able to see these Group B, I'm playing Group A, very exciting to see, potentially stuff I might be seeing in playoffs. Though, honestly, my main goal for the season, I want to face KFC.
Yeah. That is... Honestly, that is a team that is always fun to play.
I'm devastated that they're not in my group, so it means
You guys have history, though.
Oh, yeah, we have history. Yeah. Oh, boy. Well, actually, I don't think... They're not who we played finals against in our first... Season 6 Financial was our first season. And our main rivals were Fried Chicken. And I believe they got beaten by Canadian beer drinkers in the playoffs.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Sad.
I'll tell you right now, I have beaten Snow Prisoner in lane. I have not beaten Earl King in lane. Never.
The man is White the Legend. I'm hoping we can scrim them during this season to help us get out so that we can play off against them. But enough about me. Let's talk more about these teams. How do you think the Cassante Gragas matchup goes?
I'm going to be honest. I think that no matter what the matchup is, it is impossible to beat Arthur's Gragas. And I'm going to continue to think that until someone proves me wrong. I understand that this Cassante was banned last game, and there's probably something behind that. I'm just way too afraid of the giant, hulking, massive AP stats flying at you.
Just appeal.
Where are we at, Mr. Count?
Well, we are at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, my friend, I will see you at brunch.
Yes, you will. It's been forever
Yo,
since
are
we
you
went
guys
to
going to
brunch.
brunch again?
I love brunches with the count, dude. You have to. So I always bring an umbrella just in case.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, he just slams black Bloody Marys, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, hey, it ain't like a Saturday morning without brunch with the count, dude. No, I think we might try a new spot. The problem is you go new places, you don't know if they're gonna sit you outside, and
Or
depending
serpent
on
blood. What type of blood?
yeah, I don't. Those are questions. That's like a personal thing. I don't really go into that with him. You know, it's like, I mean, he would like he's totally cool about it, but
Minions have spawned.
Well, you
yeah,
know, sometimes for the
yeah. I is that I gotta ask about that. The flavor, like the profile of the.
oh yeah,
I don't
they're
know how the
way
blood type
different.
really. Really?
That's what
Okay. Sound like you're a little familiar with this sort of thing.
Well, ever since the Count got back from his isolation, he's been really chatty.
Oh, you're getting a lot more detail now? I thought
Yeah.
before I thought you didn't really remember much of like
So, I think the line between the Count and myself is becoming more blurry.
oh.
Yeah, not
Are
sure.
you feeling urges?
No,
No?
no.
You're keeping it together? Instead of feeling
Yeah.
yourself? Okay. This is good. This is good.
Sure. Say that.
Alright.
Anyway,
Just let
we've
me
got a little
know.
pathing going on this game. It looks like both laners are going to be starting here on the top sides. Buck and Penguin actually a little bit ahead.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. Trading going on in the bot lane. Not much going to come of it, but Flash Cleanse is going to be utilized. Incline's actually taking quite a damage. Flashes back in, looks for the sun, drops the ignite, but it's not going to be enough. First blood goes down, but Bondi gets excited. That is a 1-for-1.
Renata got the kill.
Yeah.
This is not good, as they say, for past prime.
Yeah, Wolf Skull Rider going to be down CS. Likely Jinx is going to be Haven. That just overall is going to be good for Big Dog.
Yeah, and Bondi getting the kill here. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to start the game. Like, the Jinx on your team has a kill at 3 minutes.
Seismic of Happy Dream.
Yeah, Happy Dream.
Quite a bit of damage. Ooh,
Oh,
Loki
no.
messed up. Flash going to be used here. But the root, really good
Good
handshake
root.
there.
Yeah, and I think a small error, but also stopping Bundy's back, not that bad here.
Yeah. Keep that gold in the lane. Technically having it.
Yeah, they're suddenly winning bot. Oh, and Happy
another
Dream.
Seismic.
Bad matchup. I'm gonna say it, but this is a rough way to start mid lane. Like, you're getting poked on your turret. It's level 4. Like, yeah, at an angle. This is exactly what you want to see from Cade. The bot backs got stopped. That was like a tongue twister.
Yeah. Bob Timer looking to get this one.
Cade!
Oh,
Oh,
gonna be spotted out. Oh, not gonna quite be able to find the wind becomes lightning there on that one. He's gonna take quite a bit of damage on the back step. Incline has to go in to save, but Incline's gonna be in trouble. And they turn a gank just into a kill for themselves.
yeah, and honestly, I feel like a massive overforce just happened from Big Dog. Optimer is really that feels bad to just get pushed around like that. Although the wave's in a great spot.
Yeah, Bob Timer I think gonna be pretty happy here. Kasate's loved, but maybe not that.
Maybe not
much.
this slow. Yeah.
Arthur gonna be looking. Oh my god! It happened in a quarter of a second. They're gonna dive bot now. Loki gonna take one turret shot. Turret's still gonna be pumping, but Wolfskull Rider not gonna take it yet. That's a little bit more than they can chew. Loki may be in trouble as well, as they're gonna be forced to walk over a ward here. Zapper's gonna find it. E forward. Wind becomes lightning. Not even needed. Cade gets a return kill of it.
Much better early game so far from Big Dog and Cade as well. Putting the pressure on bot didn't work out the first time. A little bit of an overforce, but they come back. Shadow Visions.
So aggressively here onto Happy Dream. Gonna look for a seismic shove. Happy Dream not gonna be able to do much about it.
It looked good at the start, but the trade back, I mean, Shadow Vision's really playing this Talia really well.
Yeah. On, throw another rock. Another seismic shove. Not gonna hit on that one.
Master Curse. I'll take credit for that one.
So, Karima Shuffle available. Weaver's Wall also available. Got it. Cade also available. Plucking Penguin gonna look to 1v1 here, and I think the drop might be enough. It is. Plucking Penguin's gonna pick themselves up a solo kill. Not gonna be able to do much about it as Arthur and Happy Dream are looking. Happy Dream might go for the shuffle. Happy Dream goes forward, looks for the shuffle. One more tick's gonna do it, but another seismic shove. Shadow Vision's gonna have a bunch of damage on the Happy Dream. The Raptor camp helping, but Arthur Dent available as well. Flash over the wall from Shadow Visions.
Yeah, good job getting the flash there. I think Cade just got in a really bad spot, not realizing how far ahead Plucking Penguin had already pulled as far as the jungle XP and gold. I think that helped out a ton there, as no real noticeable level lead. Maybe Cade was 4. I didn't really notice.
Yeah, not too much going to be happening here. Is a little body slam is actually going to be this. All out available here from Bob Timer. You have to be very careful. Cade going to be 1v1ing Plucking Penguin. Again, this time is a little more even, but the backup comes from the bot lane, and Wolf Skull Rider's able to pick out Bob Timer finds the solo kill onto Arthur Dent.
The god can bleed. Man, that's
Dragon's
rough.
God and in fact bleed. When
you know what the comms are on that, right?
What? Tell me. Paint me a word picture.
The word picture is Dent is just raging at mid and jungle for baiting him down and making him lose his lead top. That's gotta be it.
Of course. Of course. What else could it be? Nothing.
I mean, that's what I would do.
In any case. Again, Plucking Penguin showing themselves to be quite good at the pathing, getting the farm, being involved in the pressure. Grubs, however, do look like they are going to go over mostly here, the side of Big Dog. However, in return, it looks like we're setting up for a dive on bot lane. Barzal is going to be utilized. Flash forward. E-Root climbs out, is going to be utilized. Bondi going to be thrown back and will take damage. However, the turret might be able to return some firepower, but Incline just going to be taken out. A beautiful dive by Past Prime.
Yeah, they had to, I think, burn one flash from Wolf Skull Rider, but really, really good juggling of that turret aggro. And just, I mean, they brought 4 members. They definitely had the damage. So they found the kills.
They are unbothered by the grubs. They have their dragon, and they have their bot lane. And this Varus is going to start to look scary.
And I think they needed that in a big way, because you don't want to let Bondi run away with those 2 early kills. So they're putting the punishment back. A good CS lead starting to form for Wolf Skull Rider. Already got that advantage out of mid. They're willing to sacrifice a little bit on the other end of the map.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Big Dog can get done. That is going to be full in terms of plates, in terms of any kind of split push start they might have. A little bit of a shuffle back going to be used by the Happy Dream. Won't get caught up in the field and won't get caught by the seismic shove critically, but...
That wasn't how Happy Dream wanted to use that. I don't think.
Listen, I wasn't.
I mean, it has to be said. It was a great idea, I think. Just a slightly missed execution, maybe. It's fine.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, we've got Loki and Wolf Skull back in lane. Fine. They're bringing down Cade again.
Yeah, and I like this. I think Bondi is kind of that pivotal element of this team comp, right? You've got that really, really strong backliner with all this protection, but that backliner is only really, really strong if you funnel a little bit of resources that way. Can I get those item breakpoints?
Loki and Wolf Skull Rider playing this very respectfully, not walking too far, forcing Cade to attack.
And they're not going to know immediately that Cade's gone, but I mean, they're kind of going to feel it out. They see a change in movement or something like that. They see they can crash the wave safely, and they do.
Yep. But even CS here now. Being Bond Rider. It's gonna be quite nice. Top lane.
Yeah, and I think
pretty...
top is where I want to see something happen soon, because we've seen solos both ways now. Top timer is low though.
Yeah, but Cassante likes it. Because it means
That's
all
true.
out.
Start popping off.
Actually lose that. Yeah. Does have that as well, so
Yeah, I'm looking for because fucking Penguin is inside this bot lane or bot side jungle. I'm looking for maybe some sort of like Weaver's Wall play on mid at this point. Bot really is just getting jammed into turret, so it's possible for a dive as well, but I'm kind of looking for that Talia to be involved in the next play. It's going to happen right now, though.
Fucking Penguin's gonna come. The ultimate's gonna hit. Oh, and it's not
Great
gonna be
Ronaldo
good.
ulti.
Ultimate gonna be hit. Andy gonna be forced to auto their teammates, but Arthur
Penguin's
gonna be
so
here.
dead.
Penguin's gonna be in a bunch of trouble. Shadow Vision's teleporting behind. His Happy Dream has come as well, but Wolfskull Rider finds themselves between a rock and a hard place. Shadow Visions is able to find a seismic shove, but it's not quite enough. Ooh, Shadow Visions might be in trouble here. Shuffle available.
great
Shuffle
ult.
back into the team. Body Slam is beautiful.
Yeah, and honestly, this is the redemption game for Happy Dream as well. The Hui pick is gone. He is unlocked, and we're starting to see what Happy Dream can do.
Yeah, 1k gold lead now. Past Prime. But critically, there's a lot of money on the Azir. Now, granted, Talia has almost as much money, but still, a wealthy Azir is a happy Azir. I agree. PP is the beast. Now, are we going to see this Azir be impactful as we go into the mid and late game? I think is the question.
I think so. I think there's a difference here with what we were. Oh, Wolfskull's in trouble.
Tagged up, use the cleanse, but it's not going to be enough. The CC is layered beautifully. Big dogs find themselves a pick.
Yeah, wrong place at the wrong time. Should have been aware of what was going on in the objective. It's got a little too far forward. And I think that the last fight as well is kind of telling of what we're looking for from Past Prime. Loki's fine. He's fine.
Loki's fine.
But I think where I think what I said, like, we want to see Talia in on the next play, right?
Yep.
And basically the reason they lost that exchange is Talia wasn't there, and Azir moved first, right? But I think that kind of plays to the bigger picture here, which is that. Yeah, that's weird. That was totally random.
Okay.
Misclick. It was a oopsie.
No, I think
No one's
what it
even
is,
low, right?
It's the big brain play to tag Bob Timer in the top lane and then have Arthur Dent solo kill him.
Just
so that
one-shot
Jinx
him?
gets excited.
That would be crazy.
Happy Dream taking quite a chunk there, but Shadow Vision not going to be too healthy either.
Yeah, I think Happy Dream just has a lot of gold now. It's kind of hard. And this is what I'm getting at. The bigger problem here is there isn't some like crazy range advantage to play like disengagey into the big dog comp or Past Prime. So they really need to like kite properly and get away from this engage.
Wolfskull Rider with a slow flash forward E, not going to be able to find it. Flash for flash will be traded here. Wolfskull Rider now out from their spell.
But the flash is so important. Like the team composition
Arthur
lacks the CC and movement that big dog has. So Past Prime needs these flashes. They need those resources to be able to make those disengages and function in these team fights.
Yeah. Diego take okay that Herald there. I can have some counterplay.
Yeah, I like this move. Dragon not available for what, 3 minutes? So they're going to be looking, I guess, for a dive on the bot side as a response, but...
I will say...
Oh!
Ooh. Happy Dream going to get stuck
Wait a minute.
again, but Shadow Vision's taking a lot of damage, however, plucking Penguin going to mean that Happy Dream has to back off. But yeah, Big Dog are pretty deep in the enemy jungle. Cade's potentially looking for it.
Gragas does have the TP if they needed to join.
Fucking Penguin going to be tagged up here by the Leona, going to be stunned. Seismic Shove going to be used, but that W is very, very strong. Fucking Penguin taking a double. Bonnie is able to find the Super Mega Death Rocket. Solar Flare also is going to land onto the Talia, and all of a sudden, Big Dog pick it out.
Incline with the absolutely masterful find from support. Huge kills to go over there. Solo Bolo? Come on.
Ooh,
give me another.
Ultimate going to be used all out, going to be taken under the turret. Can Arthur Dent find the solo kill? He does not want that smoke.
Hey, Bob Timer knew exactly where that ult was going. That was clean play on the Cassante.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And honestly, that would have been the cherry on top. I'd be a little scared for Pass Prime if Bob Timer didn't manage that.
Ultimate going to be utilized here in the mid lane. Wolfskull Rider looking to do damage, but it might not be enough. Going to be shuffled back into the turret, and that's just going to be a bit of a miscalculation here from this Varus.
Yeah, good job being there from Cade. Really quick reaction. But Varus just honestly underestimates the Azir.
Yeah. And a lot of damage. Tons and tons of gold here in Happy Drew's pocket. 6,500 gold. Second, technically, only to Varus and Jinx. Fucking Penguin
this is
looking aggressive, but is going to be stunned up again. Incline finds the pick, flash away. But Super Mega Death Rocket is going to land. It's not going to find the kill, though.
Bondi is coming.
Going to be found onto 2 members. Bondi's pretty low.
Yeah, Arthur's here, but didn't go for the kill onto Pluck and Penguin.
Looking aggressively on Bondi here.
Oh,
Incline
good
not
flash.
quite able to find the stun. Flash is excellent there from Bondi. Now Shadow Vision's taking damage, but I don't think Big Dog can keep this one going.
Yeah, but now Bondi has to back. Drake is spawning in the next 30 seconds. Bondi actually cancels the back. This is going to be really hard to fight now. I think they're giving this Drake.
On a sliver of HP. Are they looking to contest the Drake? Her teleport is available for Arthur Dent, not available for Bob Timer. And utilizing those Void Grubs that we were talking about earlier to get this turret pretty darn low.
Honestly, Pass Prime's not in position to start this on spawn. They're close. But I think Bondi can get there. He doesn't take the portal. Come on, man. Take the portal. This is...
They're just pushing in this top lane, not letting Bob Timer.
Oh,
Ultimate can be used, but Leona is very tanky. Solar Flare gonna slow him up, but Incline is now low enough that it is hard. Arthur gonna be able to find that top turret. Bob Timer taking quite low. All out is
there's a lot burned,
but flash forward, and that's the combo. Arthur Dent finds a solo bolo.
The spam picking flash, I love it.
And now Weaver's Wall going to be used to prevent them from hitting the mid lane. Bondi not going to be found in the Seismic Shove. Flash forward, handshake, pull back is going to be good, and that is going to be shut down. Cade trying to resurrect, trying to make sure Wolfskull Rider doesn't res, is going to be able to get out of there in time. And,
yeah, and there was a lot burned. Oh, here we go.
The teleport from Happy Dream. I was going to say, where is he? But he gets stunned. Oh, that's Arthur.
Shuffle time, baby!
Huge into the back line. Would become slightly missed, but it doesn't really matter. Renata ult is huge. Loki running away, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Arthur goes on a killing spree.
Absolutely
like the
nutty.
Big dogs are going to be able to chew down on some dragon meat.
That was a big dog play right there. That one right there, big dog play. Let's go. All right, we got a series on our hands. They are coming right back.
It does. Like big dogs fighting all out. Going to be used on the Arthur Dent, but Plucking Penguin going to be launched back into the Azir turret. Whoa. And Happy Dream goes on a rampage. Bob Timer taking a ton of damage, but instantly Arthur gets popped. Now we're going to see Incline trying to put the CC down, but Bob Timer does not take damage.
Oh man, that's a huge pick off. Arthur goes down and a kill. Oh, where's that dog? Almost dashed into it. Oh, it was off screen, but Bondi almost hits that death rocket onto the Cassante.
Always trust in the observer.
Crazy stuff going on. And that's huge. So Wolfskull Rider, big benefactor from that previous like skirmish in the mid lane, picking off Arthur, gonna be 6-6-2, but is kind of getting item parity with this Jinx, who has been so strong the whole game.
Yeah, does actually have a gold lead here on the Jinx. Not a huge one or anything, but is technically ahead momentarily. Shadow Vision. Damage onto the turret. Throws out the slow field for
so scary.
An opportune spot. Happy Dream gonna do a ton of damage, and that is not where you want to find yourself.
Hey, don't let this dude have a Azir, man. Don't let it happen.
Yeah.
It's a little too crazy.
something I do want to point out, Arthur Dent builds Roa on Gragas. That's probably just the build.
I think it's good.
But it means that he's scaling a little bit here, so I'd expect the trades to become... Well, actually, I don't know, because Casante's Casante. I was going to say I expect them to become more Gragas favored.
Casante has a Pocket Viego here.
Yeah, Pocket Viego, a unique AD in there.
Arcade is bottom.
Here as well.
5 top.
I'm going to be down, ult going to be utilized. They're going to TP. They really want to get this Gragas, and that is going to be a lot of Wolfskull Rider damage. Ultimately,
that's going to be Baron.
Kill away. It could be Baron. Cade is up, but they're threatening Inhib turret.
Yeah, I think they go for the Inhib. Oh, I don't know if this is a good TP. Bomb Timer is going to face both. Cade is trying to go to Baron. Oh, disastrous timing. There's no way he makes it there.
I mean, it's 5k.
He's close.
Still. He's close.
He's almost there.
I don't think he can make it, but Bondi's doing quite a bit of damage. Maybe they can clean up the fight. Super Mega Death Rocket is going to find a good chunk of damage, forcing the flash out of fucking Penguin. The seismic shove is going to be good to try and find the damage, but Loki's taking a lot of damage. Oh, meanwhile, Shadow Visions are able to find the kills in the back end. Happy Dream's getting soloed underneath his own turret, and past Prime come up huge.
They throw it all away. No. We'll see. They're still up a lot of gold, right? As a team. No, they're actually down. They are 6 turrets to 2, and they're down gold right now. What is going on?
It's a lot. That's what...
Oh, the brutality. Big dogs. They have barked up the wrong tree.
Good. They looked so good, and then they lost their gold lead because they threw it away.
They have been punished for their transgressions. They chased one too many mailman.
Yeah, I think maybe it might have just been better for Cade and Happy Dream to stay on that turret.
Yeah, they could have just killed Casante, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Casante is Casante. So.
Yeah, but like if you have Xin just blocking for like, there's just too much Azir damage, right? Like it's because Azir was alone that Casante's able to kill him.
True.
Oh, this could be. It's too much.
Utilized when Become Lightning, not quite gonna land. That's just
some summoner spells. Maybe did they get a sum?
No, I don't think so.
Nothing. It's an ultimate to the wind.
Yep.
He's killed a ward.
If Leona ults in the forest, does anyone actually?
If no one's there to see it,
well,
I don't know.
People were there to see it. Okay, engage gonna happen. Weaver's Wall gonna be dropped though. Gragas is doing a chunk of damage. Gonna be able to pull back. Weaver's Wall now gonna fall. Your turret put up for security.
I feel like the Renata ult's a little too much in front to back right now. They just are. I mean, Casante's not here. They might have to go for it.
Not as low though. Not the healthiest gamer. Plucking Penguin is going to look to engage on Arthur. Don't know if that's what you want.
It looked okay. The problem is the positioning. They've got the Baron to get these waves in, and they're going to have a great spot to just go to the dragon. I don't know. I mean, even if you give Drake, like, things are getting out of hand for big dogs. Like, getting in a rough spot. Jinx doesn't have that spike of the third item yet, so I would not fault them for just avoiding a fight here. But then why aren't they answering Casante? He's just marching.
Fight Arthur, marching on forward.
They're going for it.
In this Drake, they want this dragon.
Display. Past Prime is just giving it. They're gonna go for mid and top.
Well, okay, so you know the thinking here could be sometimes taking it in him early is a mistake. Sometimes that gold funneled into your ADC can be quite powerful. So they're saying, you know what? We want Dragon Soul to win. Meanwhile, Cade is looking for some revenge here onto the enemy jungler. Viego ultimately.
Oh,
but Cade's gonna see him. Oh, Happy Dream gets able to see him in the bush. Gets the pick out. Beautiful revenge here for Cade.
So I will say, in the meantime, the dragon and the jungler fall, but 2 turrets.
Ooh, this
Prime.
is a little spicy.
Arthur
Dent gonna go into 3. Meanwhile, Cade is trying to 1v1. Ulti gonna hit. Lots of low health bars here. Seismic shove not gonna land.
Lots of damage to go down. Loki gets taken away. Meanwhile, Incline gets kidnapped so that Bob Timer can escape. But Bondi has found their way back into the fight. Blast Cone likely going to mean that Bob Timer's able to get out of here. But that's not good. Loki going down. Plucking Penguin having been picked off before. Health bars are very, very healthy here for Big Dog. And they cannot have a gold lead.
Bob Timer.
Oh,
he's going to kill Bondi?
Yeah.
He's crazy.
You don't want to get that close to a Castante.
That hurt. That was crazy. So I gotta say, Plucking Penguin and Bob Timer have been so slippery, not just in this game, although definitely in this game, but this whole series.
Yeah.
They are playing out of their minds. And, obviously this isn't the same level of Viego performance we saw in the last game, but definitely they were at, like, some crazy odds after that early game from Big Dogs, and they are pulling it back. Wolf Skull Rider is 10 kills in, 600 gold shutdown, absolutely massive. And that hasn't gone away after those couple picks that we saw from Big Dog. So, next team fight, I want to see that targeting. I want to see that 80 carry get taken out, preferably early, and then let Bondi shine.
Yeah, Arthur, what are you doing?
Yeah, seriously, Arthur, come on. You got to carry this, man.
Really
Where the
good
picks.
movement there from Bondi to avoid the seismic shove. That was important.
Yeah, and again, we have seen this time and time again, but a great job splitting up the map. Cassante putting that sign laden pressure, and they know they can get away with this because they have all these disengage tools. They've got Varus ult for the self-build. They've got the Renata ulti. So they're not that afraid to walk up a lane without their tank.
They have a lot of...
They are kind of positioning on this Baron spawn.
Yep, positioning on the Baron spawn with Cassante bot lane. Kind of what they did last time as well. So last time Cassante. Yep, this time Cassante. But, again.
He's got the Canic record. I would say it's just impossible.
They're going to utilize. They're going to immediately engage on the backline. A beautiful Zhao ulti going to scatter them as well, so they can't immediately re-engage. However, there's just too much damage flown back, and Incline gets immediately popped.
Yeah, Arthur does get the cancel on the TP out of Bob Timer. Still has the TP from the Gragas, so yeah. Potential here.
Clever.
See how they execute.
Enemy squad just going to go ahead and start this up. Weaver's Wall going to be utilized. Shadow Vision's taking a ton of damage. Meanwhile, the TP has been stopped. All out. Utilized, though. Bob Timer going to be in a little 1v1 action here with Arthur Dent. Meanwhile, the Baron's still being taken on the top side. But we really want to watch this bot lane fight. We're going to see a little bit of damage go down. The Cassante damage is incredibly large. Going to be pulled back. Bob Timer not going to want to dive too much more as the Baron has been pulled off.
Yeah, I mean, Happy Dream is just willing this entire team forward at this point. Just crazy amounts of damage coming out. Really insanely good picks. Yeah, and they're pinging this dragon. They know that this is their soul. This is their win con at this point. They want to get the soul. They want to get the Jinx and the Azir into some front-to-back team fights. They want to deny the game plan, which is to split them up in this late game from past Prime.
Yeah. Critical what happens in the Drake fight. 2k down. Does that really matter if you get dragons?
I don't think so. I think at this point, this is what matters in this game.
Yeah. Fucking Penguin Bob Timer are going to be the representative of past Prime. Look at.
Oh, good flash.
Flash.
Okay.
Beautiful from Bondi. Incline not quite able to find the re-engage. Have to be a little
the slimmest
bit
of margins
here. Ooh, but Arthur Dent's available. And what that man can do with a Gragas ulti will terrify you.
It's a 5v5. We're here. We're at the 5v5 point.
Bob Timer, Arthur Dent, going to be facing off here with the rest of their teams this time. And the Dragon Dance has commenced.
Yep. We'll see how the old guard of the LBLCS Executive League hold up in a late game team fight.
Yep. Ooh, the Dragon's going to be going incredibly low. Meanwhile, the Solar Flare goes down over the top. Ooh, going berserk. Oh, a beautiful Renata ulti is going to be so challenging for them to deal with. Now Arthur Dent going to be in trouble. Cade using the ultimate to try and back away. Happy Dream desperately trying to stay alive, but it looks so hard. Plucking Penguin's going to be able to find another reset.
Bob Timer just straight up went 1v4 for like 30 seconds. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Ooh, and they're gonna use TP. They actually say we don't want the Drake. We want your base. Shadow
Yeah,
Vision's
and I kind of like it.
in. Arthur.
The Drake's
flashing
just
over the
denial.
field.
Oh man, can they do this? They go top. I don't know that they can do this.
Yeah, I think it was maybe a little bit of a call. They're gonna be.
They could go
off
Baron.
base here. Listen, the league forcing me to alt tab is a spectator bug that I don't appreciate. Actually, what I should probably do is I should probably switch to. I will put. I just don't like that. Or
Like windowed
borderless-
full screen?
borderless window, because I do full screen, and I think when you do a full screen, tab view. Because try it.
I don't actually know because they used to do that to me all the time too.
No.
I haven't had that happen.
In any case, we are actually going to see Big Dog here starting up this Baron, and it is going down in
They are flanked.
quickly. Arthur Dent going to be the bulwark that keeps them alive, and Loki going to be taken back into their team. However, is going to be able to stay alive. Arthur Dent
Gunner.
going to give his life for the rest of the team. Bob Timer
Bundy's in a
meanwhile
bad
the back
spot.
line, but here comes Pluck and Penguin. Here comes
Bundy's
the
in a good
Diego onto the back line. And we're going to see Cod comes back to help, but a really big Renata ult's going to do a ton of damage. And now Weaver's Wall going to come through. This is going to be Shadow Visions looking for Bondi. Bondi's going to look to take the fight, but there's a TP coming in as well, and there's too much damage, and I think that might just be the series.
That's so brutal. They had a good start, but the flank, and I got to give credit to Bob Timer. I understand 100% the Cassante bends. So disruptive. Insanely good positioning, gets on the flank, gets around the back, turns off that really powerful backline, and just makes it so hard to play. And that enables players like Wolf Skull Rider and Shadow Visions, who have had a great series, to do so much damage.
Shadow
Here we
Vision's
are,
not quite
closing
gonna
it out.
die to those minions. And Past Primer going to take it down 2-0.
Yeah, what a solid series from them, but honestly, great performance from both teams, and a pleasure to watch. Really, really good.
All right.
What do we got for interviews this season? Is there like a new format for that, or?
I mean, we can run an interview. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and DM. Well, first, actually, sorry. Whoa, let me get ahead of myself. Who's your MVP?
Oh man. Okay, I wanted to say after game 1 that was the easiest plucking penguin MVP of all time.
What?
Game 2, changing my mind completely.
Okay.
I gotta say Bob Timer. Like really clutch game 2.
Okay. Fucking Penguin, Bob Timer. I'm gonna say Happy Dream.
Okay, yeah, crazy performance.
Really went through some troubles. I also, do you think Wolf Skull Rider or what else?
I would say yeah, Wolf Skull Rider was like the like underrated MVP, right? Like a lot of what they were doing was happening kind of in the background, but it was like definitely important to their win. You know?
Yeah.
In both games too. It wasn't just a one-off. It was both games, like top damage, strong performance.
Yeah.
It's just hard to, when you see the flashy plays from the other players,
Lucky
it's hard to
Penguin,
say
Bob
it.
Timer, Happy Dream, Wolf Skull Rider. Anyone else you think is worthy of consideration, or are those our real candidates there?
That's where I'm at in my head.
All right.
That's where
Starting
I'm.
the poll. You've got 2 minutes to vote on your MVP. You can spend schmeckles on this. We are not above corruption.
Yeah. I will not take them, and I have never done so. I can point that out.
I do want to get more schmeckle betting, though, so that people can have sufficient funds to get me to make waffle. Otherwise, I've just got waffle.
Yeah. This is interesting. Okay, so we are getting a lot of plucking penguins, which I expect after that game 1 it was basically a huge shutdown on the jungle. Hard to beat that performance. We have some Bob Timers, we have some Wolf Skull Riders. We don't have any Happy Dreams. Which I'm a fan of that Azir. I thought it was great. So I might have thrown a vote in there if I had any, but
You can. You vote.
Marsh is giving me weird DMs right now. I don't know if he's in this. What are you doing, Marsh?
What's up?
I don't think I can say it.
Okay. Oh, the thing I wasn't quite able to say because didn't come up, but if at any point during that game saw Bondi die between 20 and 25 minutes, I was told that for sure, for positive, that he is certainly saying they just go on me there in the voice comment. So that's that was that.
That sounds right. That does sound right. Bondi's one of those players that doesn't shy away from it's not the ADC that waits for frontline and like sits in the back. Bondi will trade when he thinks that it's like an even fight.
Yep.
Never like in a dumb way, but like just like not a passive player for sure.
Or definitely. I will go ahead and ask our MVP, Plucking Penguin. Sorry, Pluck-in Penguin.
I'm excited for this.
I want to do an interview. Don't want to force
I just wanted to let you know Marsh is telling you that you're the coolest caster by 1.5 miles.
1.5?
I don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't really know what that means. Strange. Very strange.
All right. Well,
So Plucking Penguins got a jump in community if they want to do the interview?
I think I should be able to drag them on.
Oh, they're in community, so there you go.
Welcome to the broadcast, Mr. Plucking Penguin, or as your teammates are calling you, Plucking Penguin. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. How are you guys?
Doing
Great.
Super fun series to watch. Thank you so much. Talk to us about your path in game one. It was a really big story for the entire game and very impactful. So tell us what was going through your mind.
I mean, I think the thought is just Vi can't do anything in early levels. So even if she comes, she can't do anything to Viego. So yeah, the idea was just start vertical so we could control bot side, and I didn't think Vi could answer. So yeah, and they didn't have vision so that he couldn't even cross map. So
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
So we watched a little bit of like that. Was that like something you guys had practiced, getting that invade, getting the ward on the top side and just kind of playing off of it, or was that kind of like in the moment?
We have not practiced this. I think our practice so far for the season was 2 norms yesterday and maybe an Earth.
Excellent.
So
you're feeling pretty good after this start to the season.
yeah, we're definitely taking it pretty lax.
Okay. No, that's good. I mean, you guys are getting the wins, so proof's in the pudding, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of, what's the if you're like looking to build up a fan base this season, what's the general vibe? What do the fans need to know about the team, the atmosphere, what you guys are about?
We're definitely interested in pulling out some more interesting picks. I know this first set we didn't pull out too much other than like I guess the Smolder, which is kind of mainstream now, but yeah, I would be on the lookout. We definitely have some stuff cooking.
I saw something about a bard.
Yeah, they banned it both series though, which is unfortunate.
Okay.
Was it Bard in Bard top?
Oh, the Bard top. I think maybe the Bard ban was for Bard top, but yeah.
You guys did run Bard top, right?
We did. It was a time.
You don't sound like you enjoyed it that much.
Yeah, I think that was our first loss last season. So,
well, anyone you want to shout out?
Shout out to all the Past Prime fans and the Past Prime team themselves. A lot of very fun group to play with. Yeah, shout out to the NC State people in the chat that are here supporting us, the alumni.
I saw some of that.
Yeah.
Love it. Awesome. Well, that's gonna do it for us this evening. Yes, I've been Boba. Mighty, you know what you do.
Yeah, I'll take us out with that. I don't know what I said. Later, guys.